spreading the news from Erie, PA. Whether it rains or snows tonight, it's on Facebook Live. The weather, Nightcap with Tom Atkins and his clique. Thank you to you for watching now.
Thank you, Mr. Smiley. Welcome to the Nightcap. Great to have you all here. Want to say hi. Very crazy weather going on in eastern Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, and New England from the remnants of Hazel. Like I said in the opening, or the little thing I have to write, lucky to be in the northwest portion of Pennsylvania tonight, because about the rest of the state, it's got a lot of bad weather. But I mean bad, I don't just mean flash flooding. I mean, some places got tornadoes too, which is the ultimate double whammy. Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks, good to see you. Welcome. Burl Burbs, Bob, glad to see you here. Ian from Pittsburgh, hello. Thomas Carlucci, flash flood emergency, New York City. Yes, there is. Hello, Les. Linda from Erie and Antlers, Mike from Chicago, Cornman from the East Side, Joshua J., Scottsdale, Arizona, and holy cow, Pauline, staying up late tonight. Good to see you, young lady. Are you in Stockton? I was just, someone was mentioning Stockton the other day, and I thought of you. Wondered how you're doing. Great to have you on the show. Hope everything is well, wherever you are. Certainly if you're back home, it's okay here. Hopefully it's okay in Stockton. It is not okay east of here. It is wicked. So David from Central PA, very soggy. He got the rains. And who else? Bill Campbell, good to see you. A lot of flooding for him in Central PA. And Miss Karen, always a pleasure to have you grace our show. Bill, great to have you from Albion. Jim, our fire guy, hello. You are in Stockton, lady. That is so cool. Staying up late. Haven't seen you in months. Oh my gosh, how's you and the fam? Hope everything is okay out there. Thomas Carlucci, travel ban, 5 a.m. on the subway services. Yeah, they're probably all inundated with water below deck in New York. GFS Yvonne, the storm that won't end, the remnants that won't end. All right, what's going on? Yeah, I talked to Thomas, right? From Lake City Water Rescue. I can't remember his last name. We talked earlier this evening. Yeah, they were in like West Hazelton. They deployed this crew from Lake City Fire Company, but they were not used yet, because they went to State College first, then they went to Hazelton, and they were thinking they were going to go down to Allentown when I talked to him, like, I don't know, 8:30 tonight. So it was really good to, let me check what, I want to get his name right. Ellen, hello, good evening to you. Here's full screen, Ellen. Hello, good evening to you. Here's full screen. Pays to be in Northwest PA. Okay, Thomas Hozak. That's the gentleman I talked to, Burrow Burbs, with the Lake City Fire Department Water Rescue Team. Yeah, no action for them yet, but they were deployed. I'll put it that way. Thanks, Joshua J. Nice day in Scottsdale, I take it. You're living here in Allentown, but they've taken all the coal from the ground. I got a weather camera in Allentown I could show you. Pretty cool. Pat Deck, 2 nights in a row. Great to see you, sir. Donnie Lee, the master gardener. And is Miss Shirley around? Is she in our room tonight? Pauline, okay, wildfires. Yes, we've heard of those. Hope they're nowhere near you. Down to 55 Franklin Center from Borough Burbs Bob. Let me show you a couple things, okay? You've talked to him, haven't you, Bob? I mean, as of 8:30, they hadn't run into anything. They were like a backup crew. So it was cool to talk to him. Comedian number one, Patty, good to see you. We'll check your stuff out too, Joshua J. Rio Verde, and now Scottsdale. All right, hold on. Let me do this for you guys because we have these out of town weather cameras, and I've been using them, and they've been very interesting, to say the least. Let me find a couple for you because Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks, was talking about Allentown, and I know I have one in there. It's a pretty cool camera, but I also wanted to show you guys one up in the Poconos. It's probably not as dramatic now as it was before, but this is in Tannersville. This is at one of the ski areas, okay? And I'm going to play it for you here, and here we go. Okay. This is like a tubing area, okay, in the ski area. All right. And remember, this is Poconos, Northeast PA, not that far from Hazleton, where the Lake City Fire Department water rescue crew was at least earlier this evening. Look at the rain here. I mean, look at the ponding of the water. Look at the craziness. And you can see the ski lift thingy right there, a little pool full of water. So this is that's over there. And Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks, was talking about living here in Allentown, and I think I've got one from there. Got East Stroudsburg too. I don't know if that's got a lot of light to it, but I can try it. And that's like on the okay, that's a ski area. Okay. Let me try to do this for you because it's pretty cool. If I can get this picture. Love using these out-of-towners, okay? Got Philadelphia, has a nice shot too. If I can find it, just bear with me. I'm all over the place tonight, but we're going to consolidate and we're going to go back down and really hit the action here where it has been the worst with these floods and these tornadoes that occurred earlier this evening. So just sit tight and give me a minute here. Let me find this again. Because there's a lot of cameras here. Johnstown, PA, Altoona, Johnstown. I think breach of a levee or something going on there. I'm sure some of you guys have talked about it or have heard it. That happening earlier today. And David in Central PA, a lot of problems there. And of course, Eastern PA. And now New York metropolitan area. I mean, they had these shots on the Weather Channel that were incredible. People, when you talk about the term "turn around, don't drown," okay, we talk about it all the time. Here comes Allentown for Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks. They had video, live pictures of a street in Queens, New York, where cars had been stalled on this highway. And there was like one little circuitous lane that people were actually trying to drive through around the stalled cars in flood-covered roads. I mean, I don't know how you even contemplate doing that. You see people stranded. You see cars half underwater in front of you, and you're still trying to go forward into the road that's become a river. It was incredible. I mean, it was mind-boggling. There's Allentown for you. Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks. So, Denise, yes, we are coming to Spartansburg, and they put me into the commercial. So thank you. Hope to see you next week. Doc, good to see you. Um, there's so many towns. When you say that, Bill, there's so many towns that you could make names out of. Where does Alan live in town? How about towns in Pennsylvania, or New York, or Pennsylvania, right? Jamestown, Jimtown, Bradford. That could be a name, Bradford, right? Altoona. That could be a name, Altoona. Franklin, where GFS Yvonne lives. Franklin. It's amazing. All the towns in Pennsylvania, you could like divide the syllables into a first and last name. Allentown, right? Interesting. My mind goes to, obscure things sometimes. Hello, Chichi Turbo. Good to see you. And all right, Donnie Lee, comedian number 2, apparently in the house. Thanks, Shirley, for being here, wherever you are. I haven't seen you post yet. Terry J, good to see you. Mike, a zoo in New Jersey. Oh my gosh, that would not surprise me. All right. And Ian's giving you the lowdown on that. So I just wanted to show you some stuff out that way, just because we could. And I'll bring it. We're just going to go radar because this is, you don't see this very often. Okay, this is the New York metropolitan area. Now, most of the heavy rain is out on Long Island. See over here. Now, anybody, would you please, if you could, shout out to our friend here in East Orange, Yolande, because if you see what Thomas Carlucci or Ian LeConte just wrote there, she's in East Orange. There's West Orange. Okay, she's right here. And if you read his post there, you see what he mentions. All right. Areas between Philadelphia and New York, which is where she is, have received 10 to 12 inches of rain in less than 6 hours. New York is a state of emergency. And you can see that tornado going through Trenton earlier. All right. Ridiculous and unbelievable. So Yolande is right here in the thick of it. Okay, now it's letting up, but if I gave you guys like a 6-hour loop, all right, this is incredible stuff. Let me get over to my controls here. So if I did, let's just do 8 hours, just for the heck of it. Okay, we're gonna do an 8-hour loop. I'm gonna wind this out a little bit. And you're going to see all these red polygons. Those are all tornado warnings. Now, the greens are the flood warnings. But, I mean, look at this swath of rain come up. From 5 o'clock, there's tornado warnings in Pennsylvania, going into the Trenton area in New Jersey, right there, that cluster, then going into Plainfield, which is not that far from where Yolande lives. And then some more up here in north of New York City, then some more out here in northern Long Island. And that's just, the tornadic field. I mean, this is crazy stuff. If you have the, going with just like an SPC thing here. I mean, enhanced, this is very unusual for New Jersey. Enhanced level 3 here of severe weather. And what I've tried to do is take all I'm trying to take a lot of the color off the bottom of the map. Let me take out I can't do it that way. Hang on. And still get the loop. All right. All right. Just watch all those red polygons go across New Jersey, Philly, Trenton. That one was wicked that Ian was talking about. Edison. All right. Then they show back up again. Right there in Yonkers, New York. And then another one shows up here on the North Shore of Long Island. But if I'm just telling you the severe weather side of this thing, because if you back this thing up to where it was near Trenton here, that little cell there at 7:30. I mean, those are pretty populated areas. And they were talking about that tornado. I mean, they had a picture of a house and then the house after the tornado, and 2/3 of it was gone. That's that's a very strong tornado for especially out east. And this is where it was happening, right here. You're right over the river from Pennsylvania. It's the Delaware River right here. So PA is over here, and NJ is over here. And these things just kept reforming and trucking to the north, right towards New York City. So I'm really concerned if anyone can get a hold of Yolande, because there's a huge tornado warning there at 8 o'clock tonight. And remember, she's right in this general area, right there. Okay? So hopefully that expired. Yeah, it expired before it got up there. But that's just the severe weather side. I mean, this rain thing is incredible. Like that. All right? So you have these, heavy rain, flood kind of thing going on here. And, trying to guesstimate some of these things is crazy. So back to the present. And I'll just do the whole thing minus the warnings. I'll take the warnings and the watches off just so you can see this thing that came. We were looking at it coming up from Virginia last night, right? And it was going to about the Mason-Dixon line. So here's your last 8 hours of this tremendous, as Ian was saying, some places 10 to 12 inches of rain in here in 6 hours. Water rushing like you wouldn't believe it. It's crazy. Williamsport, PA got some of it, Katie. Shirley, comedian number 2 in the house. Let's see what else. Jennifer Martin, the baker, the donut maker. Nathan, good to hear. Thanks for that bit of information. Hello, Julianne. All right. So, I mean, I didn't call my dad because he usually conks out after 10 o'clock, and this is when it really started to get wicked in New York City. But pretty much no news is good news. I mean, he's on the 6th floor. I'm sure he's okay. But, I mean, this kind of rain, this is like once in a lifetime rain here. And these guys getting juice. So I hope Yolande over here in East Orange is okay, because it's all moving into New England now, right? Just a crazy, crazy mess out there. So here it is in the later frames. See, it's coming out of New York and New Jersey and going up now into Connecticut and Rhode Island and places like that. In fact, I do have a camera in Providence. So I want to check that one out before we go back to our normal shtick. So if anybody hears from Yolande and she pops up on here, I might not see her. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Let me do one more for you here. Thank you, Shelley. That's very nice. Good to have you here from Sugar Grove. All right, let me fire back up this way. So that's Allentown, downtown Allentown. Stop it. Need cameras. All right, hang on. Let me get to this because it was pretty eventful. Looking. Well, here's a quick look at Philly. I could give you a Philly here. So you're going from Allentown to Philadelphia. That's the airport. Okay. They got a decent amount of rain on the tarmac there. Amsterdam, New York. Ooh, I didn't notice that one. It's too dark. Pooh. I would have used that too. All right, hang on, guys. Let me get to Rhode Island here, because that's where it's headed towards. Okay. And then we'll get back more locally. All right, let's try this. This is Providence, Rhode Island. So we're going from Philly Airport to Rhode Island, and you can see they're just getting juiced there. All right, good view of the skyline in Providence, smallest state in the United States, and just rain coming on into them. And good question there by Thomas Carlucci. Yeah, shouting out to Jim Mando the last couple of days. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Denise. I grew up in that area, anything near the Hudson River. And, well, we just had the planes in Philadelphia, Bill. So we're kind of concentrating on where the weather is the worst. I mean, look at the shake of this camera here. That's pretty wicked. That is pretty wicked. Another view. Now, again, this is where the bad weather is coming into now. It's leaving the New York metropolitan area. This is East Providence. All right. Just looking for a couple other, if I have them. Have anything decent for you. Okay, one more. Here's New Bedford, Mass, near the Boston area. And it's shooting up in here, too. I mean, look at the rain hit the camera lens here. This is New Bedford, Massachusetts. I mean, it's ponding on these highways right here. It's just coming down gangbusters. All right. So this whole system, what's left of Ida, hitting, Virginia, then Maryland, then Pennsylvania, then New Jersey, then New York City, and now it's headed out over into New England. So there we are. Thanks, David James. Hope you're okay. Everything kind of winding down there. Yeah, and exactly what Thomas Carlucci is saying there. We are so fortunate here in Pennsylvania, this part of Pennsylvania. But the worst is yet to come for these guys in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. These guys can be hydroplaning that are whipping down these highways. Look at that. Look at the splash that car just created there. It's like leaving a trail, like a wake of a motorboat as they fly through these waterlogged roads, this time in New Bedford and Massachusetts. A lot of rain coming into that area right now. All right. And if I could show you, what I'll show you is a really good satellite image will show you how lucky we are here. Okay. This is off the what we call the Penn State University E-Wall. It is an awesome collection of weather models and satellite pictures from Penn State University. All right, so what I'm going to show you is a 10-hour loop, okay? with an enhanced infrared satellite picture. Okay, so this is Massachusetts. The rain is teeming there. Now watch this. Now there's a little glitch in it. Now watch this stuff that exploded over New Jersey and New York, and New Bedford is right up here. So what that camera that you just saw, all this red is moving into right now. And the camera you saw here in Rhode Island, all this red is moving into. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, so this dark red here, more likely to be the thunderstorm tops of the tornadic cells that went through everywhere from Maryland to Pennsylvania to Trenton, New Jersey, and up across southern Connecticut. So that's a satellite image of the last 10 hours of the intensity of this thing. And how lucky we are. See, look at the back edge of that 10 hours ago. We're the ones that are lucky. Look where all the colors are, right? All right, I'm going to stop it right there. Okay. There we are in Erie, right there. All the nasty stuff enveloping, a large part of our state. But we're right up there in the clear. So, all of this stuff, it's like a winter storm. It's like a nor'easter. Hurricanes are kind of the same. It's all dependent on the track. If that track is a little further to the west, we're in the mess. Okay? Linda Loop, Pennsauken, New Jersey. Got it. I'm a Jersey boy, but I don't know exactly where that is. Can you give me that in relation to a larger city? And I would love to, look it up for you. So there you go. Satellite picture and heavy rain in New Bedford, Mass on the weather camera here. All right. So turn around, don't drown, people. I mean, it was incredible watching this road in Queens, New York, where cars were actually perpendicular to the flow of traffic because they got stalled, and there was this like little circuitous, trail room path that you could navigate around these flooded out cars that were stalled, and people were actually trying to do that and drive past them in water covered roads. It was one of the craziest things I've seen. So there you are. Oh yeah, they're still driving. I mean, if we had a cam in New York, if any of you guys have a cam that we could put up here, let me know. Give me the email me the link, and I'll be happy to put it up. Well, let's go back closer to home here. And we do have these great weather cameras. I should have used them a couple nights ago in the Gulf. Like right here. Speaking of Jim Mando, and I hope we hear from him. That's Gulfport, Mississippi right there. All right. And this, now I don't know. I don't know if it's operational. Well, it's an old picture, but I'll show it to you anyway. Because obviously, now what you're going to look at here is probably from a couple of days ago, but I'll play it anyway. This is Bay St. Louis that just got wrecked by the hurricanes. All right. This is a Bay St. Louis, Louisiana camera. A clip. All right. Obviously not a live picture. It has been rendered inoperable. But that's where Ida, I believe, did the most damage. You could see the focus problems there too. Obviously not live, but interesting nonetheless. Yeah, if you want to send me the link via email, Atlantic City. Okay, luckily, Linda Loop, I have a Wildwood, New Jersey, or an Ocean City here, so I think I can work that in, and just give you a shot, give you a live shot if there's enough. Um, hang on, help is on the way. Okay, I do. Yeah, I do have a Wildwood, New Jersey camera on the boardwalk there. So hopefully not far from where you're talking about, where your family is. And there's the boardwalk at Wildwood. Beautiful. The people walking on the boardwalk. So they had a bunch of rain, no doubt about it. But I don't know if they got the worst of it. Okay, so this is Wildwood, which is down a ways a little bit from Atlantic City. Yeah, they are. People are out walking on the Wildwood Beach, New Jersey boardwalk on this crazy night here. So if you looked at the loop, Linda Loop, and we can do that one more time here. It looks now Atlantic City's right there. So let's just do the 10-hour loop here. So your friends are here, your family's here, and it looks like most of the heavy stuff is all going to the north and west. I mean, you're getting some lines here with some thunderstorms, but this area, this part of southern New Jersey, not getting it as bad. Good little shot there around 11 o'clock, and now it's moving out. So, and it's almost over. So good news for you. No problem. My pleasure. So yeah, let's go back. Go back to the locals here. I love that shot of the boardwalk. That is so cool. Beach right there. Beach. Nice. Bill wanted to see the plane. I think the plane was really delayed. Did it come in? It was like 12:57. It's got to be in by now. I think they were saying 12:57. So here's back at home, Erie International Airport, the construction zone, where you can see all the machinery back here, backhoes and the earth movers. And Eric was talking to me earlier, so I'm sure American has come in. No. Oh my gosh. Look at that. There's the American gate. Maybe it's still up in the air. You plane people, give me a heads up on that. We do not have, I don't know if Celine, the airport queen, might be there tonight waiting for that plane. I don't think so. We probably would have heard from her. But yeah. Wow. Check on that American flight, if you don't mind. Because It was supposed to come in around 1 a.m., but it's 1:40. Some sort of weather delay, maybe. It's not there. Let me see if the Queen is in her counting house, counting all her money. I'm going to go back across through the terminal building. We got to dump it down a little bit. Yeah, the lights are on. They are still waiting for this plane. Oh my goodness. Well, if you get any information on it, let me know. Okay, Michael, your cousin is on that plane 10 minutes from Erie. Oh man, got sent back to Charlotte. Well, that's a problem. But they still have the whoever's working tonight is still in Celine's she shed, because you can see the car and you can see the lights are on. I don't know if it's the Queen. Nope, it's not the Queen. But they're still in business. I don't know. Maybe it's coming back. That's interesting. A little downtown Edinburgh for you. Look at the breeze up here, the northeast breeze. Just that cool, refreshing breeze. Is that Pete in there? Is that the boss? Interesting. Thanks for that info, Michael. Very helpful. The bar is closing. They're cleaning up the glasses. Last call has been had. Downtown Edinburgh. Gerard eastbound coming up next. Veronica. Speaking of Gerard, there you go. Eastbound and down, right through the center of town. Veronica, good to have you here. Breezy night out there. Little downtown for Jen Beatty. There you are. All right. So pretty shot down there. Pretty nice. All right. And appropriately so, Jen Beatty, are you here? There's her sunset picture from downtown earlier. That's pretty nice. Well, wonder what happened to that plane. They're still hanging out at the airport, but you still see those taxiway, the blue lights were turned on. Well, not on flight radar. Okay. What's the other one that Eric used? Can't remember the name of it. Excuse me. A little tonic there. Sheila Hill. So nice to see you. We are fine in this part of PA. The other side of PA, not so far. We have beautiful sunsets here. Is Adam Ripley from Waterford here? He sent me this one. There's a Waterford sunset. So thanks, Adam. Thanks, Jen. And I guess we should visit our friends out west, because we got Joshua J in Scottsdale, Sheila over in Cottonwood, that the mess in the Northeast, and back in the Southwest. I don't know if Pauline's still here, but great to see you, Pauline. She's over here in Stockton, and her concerns are wildfires, of course. I think now Bay St. Louis was kind of the area where Camille came into in 69, I believe. Category 5. There you guys are, standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Prescott, Cottonwood. There you are. A few showers going through your area, Sheila Hill. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're getting better all the time. Thanks, Jen Martin. Do we have food pictures? So there's Cottonwood and Sedona. And back down to Joshua J. Land over here in Scottsdale. You're getting some rain and some thunder around your area, Joshua J. Carla Proper, how are you? Yeah, I have no doubt about it. Easton, Flemington, they had some video on the Weather Channel, which is just incredible. The water was rushing so quickly that it looked like ocean waves in this one town. I think it was Plainfield, New Jersey. All right, okay, let me check my email here. Good stuff from all of you guys tonight. Very interesting. Eric Johnson just coming in. Expected to land in Charlotte at 1:21. Well, flight aware, that's what he's using. Flight details. Charlotte, North Carolina. Landed 24 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, oh my gosh, look at the track here. Look at the freaking track here. There it is. There's Charlotte. It goes up to Erie, like Bill or somebody else was saying, Michael maybe, 10 minutes from Erie, back down to Charlotte. So there you go, Charlotte to Charlotte. No Erie. Very interesting. Wow. Thanks, Eric, and the rest of you guys for cluing us in here. I'm going to show you. Now, this is, I took a picture of the TV. All right. So this is going to be very, very fuzzy. But you guys can probably get the idea from this. This is a town in New Jersey. All right. And this is the flooding. See how these things, they look like rapids or waves in an ocean, this water rush along the street by this stop sign in front of this house. I mean, that's just crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we hope to get better information. I'll email Eric and see if he can find anything from his sources. But yeah, that's the flooding in New Jersey. Give credit to the Weather Channel. That's what was on there. Kudos to them. But yeah, that is a wicked picture. And they had many more videos that were similar, just rushing water. The fire departments in the county of Passaic, New Jersey, were out on boats, okay? Just swimming at times to try to rescue people. Ernie, good to see you. Glad you're looking forward to the snow season. Burrow Burbs, you still with us? Any of your people go to New Jersey tonight? Just typing a note to Eric here. All right. So there you go, Arizona people. Very nice. The monsoons don't quit, do they? Thank you, Ian. I know that, Carla. I know. All right, Jennifer Martin, the baker, the donut maker. Let's talk food for a second, or just look at it. I guess that's grandson's birthday cake. You are the cake decorator. That is beautiful. All right. How about them apples? All right. Got one more thing. That's beautiful, Jen. That is beauteous. Okay, thanks for that update, Michael. Well, if you find out anything, let me know. All right. So there's that. And I believe we got some really cool radar imagery um, from Ian. And we're talking about this tornado that was in the Trenton, New Jersey area. Now, was this the one? There was a town in New Jersey that started with an M that the Weather Channel was live from, which was really destructive. Did they classify this? It's just uh, it looked like something like an EF3. It was doing that kind of damage. So if you're a weather geek out there and you love radar and GFS Savant, I know you know what this means. This is the Doppler image of a radar, the true Doppler that we usually don't have enough time to show on TV. When you get reds, which are winds moving away from the radar, next to greens, which are winds going towards the radar. It's called a couplet, a TVS, a tornado vortex signature. Bright red next to bright green are strong winds moving in opposite directions next to each other. So this is the signature of the funnel of that tornado in the Trenton, New Jersey area. And this is what they call correlation coefficient. Just look for this like Christmas tree worth of color, especially when you get some blues in here. This is the debris ball. The radar is actually seeing the debris that the tornado is causing, sucking up everything from trees to parts of houses, to whatever, and causing that debris to fly around the air. These are two images of what you would call true Doppler radar. And he's got a little loop here, which is very interesting as well. And you watch that little couplet right there, green next to red, go over Trenton. That's the tornado. And then you see this mass of different colors. That's the debris ball. And that's more reminiscent of something that happens in the Midwest. That's a big tornado. So it might be bigger than an EF3. Yes, yes, Bill. Looking forward to the fair there in Albion, and talked to Adam Crane last night. I know he's a part of it. Yeah, great stuff. That's really geeky meteorology stuff there. Thanks, Ian. So if you went back here, across the country to Trenton, New Jersey, what was the time on that, Ian? Was that like around 7:30? There's the storm that did it right there. You could just see all the lightning that came with it. Right? I mean, right back. Back right there. Look at the lightning just explode over that. I would say it's around 7 o'clock. Let me check your image here. Of course, the timestamp's going to be on the image. I didn't even look at that. 6:55, 7703. Yep, that's the cell right there. You want to talk about, yeah, 6:50 to 7:30. There it is, that cell right there. I mean, the images they had there were pretty striking. Here's the shear right there. Trenton, 2:15 a.m. I don't think so. But, look at this. Ooh, look at that. Shear, 126.6 miles per hour. That's the gate to gate, they call it. The bright reds next to the bright greens. That's freaking unbelievable for New Jersey. I mean, this is stuff you see in Oklahoma right there. GFS, you catching all this? Wow. That is a wow. All right, so back closer to home, a much more tranquil. Scene there, courtesy of Adam Ripley in Waterford. So we'll go back, and thanks for that beautiful cake picture, Jen. Oh my gosh. Hey, Carla, glad you're enjoying it. We try to be educational as well as informative and entertaining. It's fun to have good toys. So for us, it's a whole lot of nothing. You remember we were showing some wicked rainfall amounts yesterday? I wish I had the original picture. Obviously, nothing as far as rainfall for us. So we're on the opposite end of the spectrum. Yeah, exactly, Bill, right? What in the, oh, you know what happened? The Erie Airport weather station is down. And all you have here are the averages. Oh my gosh. You got no temperatures because the data went down around noon today. Now this is true because sunsets don't depend on weather stations, and there was no rain today, so all those stats are okay. Jennifer Martin, the baker, the donut maker. Thanks for sharing. Got to make the donuts. So Yeah, the weather station has been down. You know, we could go out on the take a shot from the airport. We could actually see that thing. See Erie temperature missing. So if you know, let me do this just for a sec, just because I'm in the vicinity. Okay, let me go back here. Go over to the airport camera because really it's right. It's fairly close to where that United plane is. Boy, they must be just doing paperwork there, or the American. Excuse me, because part of it is lit, the weather station, and you know it hasn't reported. I think the only thing that was working was the barometric pressure. So let me widen this thing out here. Sometimes I can see it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. It's like out here in the field. Not getting a good read on it, sorry. But somewhere in that darkness between the runways out there, there's, I can't even see it. Usually they have lights on it. Things like this amuse me. You guys know that. As I peer into the darkness of Erie International Airport. Yeah, I think it's right here coming into view on the left. They don't have it lit up like they used to, but you got some instruments there that make up the weather station. Yeah, that's the rain gauge right there. See this thing? That's the rain gauge. These are all the weather instruments. You can barely see them. But what they do is they put these slats. See, here's the scent. You want geeky stuff, Carla Proper? This is an official rain gauge. See the cylindrical thing in the center here, right? That's the tube. It's a tube in a bigger tube, so they can stretch out an inch in the bigger tube to hundredths of an inch in a smaller tube. But they put these slats all around the tube, these things that are waving in the breeze, so that when you have wind-driven rain, it's not going to affect the rain measurement. It's just going to be, you know, it's going to refocus here. I'm just trying to get it a little closer for you guys. Yeah. So all these slats that are blowing in the wind are buffers from the wind so that the rain can come down, even if it's blowing like this. It's not going to miss the bucket. It's going to be a much more accurate count of water falling into this tube right here. Actually, two tubes. So that's the rain gauge at ERI. I don't know if that's working, but the thermometer, which is probably in this little shelter here, so like a little white shelter, that's not working. Fun facts to swap and share with family and friends. I don't know. You wouldn't think so, Michael. You wouldn't think so. But I don't know. Stranger things, right? Here's the runway markers here. Yeah, these things out here are that's the weather station in ERI. Kind of cool. In a geeky sort of way. Yeah, now if they would only get a dual pole radar. Thank you, Donnie Lee. You got a thermometer out there. Yeah, Carla, you know, you or Ernie, you can email me and I will tell you where to go to get one of those. You get some pretty nice stuff. You can get some pretty expensive stuff. But, you know, depending on your budget, If you're serious, I can tell you where to shop for one of those. That is so cool in the middle of the night. ILS, Instrument Landing System. Wow, that is so cool. All right, back to what's happening here. We can figure that out. As we were saying, the temperatures were, you know, in the 50s for the most part, probably some 60s in Erie. Dew points are upper 40s to low 50s. Dew point for, what did we do? Did we go through Sunday? Yeah. They drop. They come back up, but this is nothing really bad. So we're in good shape for comfortable air. Cooler air. The winds, see? Anemometer not working at Erie or in Jamestown, but most of the winds are calm or very light, but out of the north, right out of Canada. So that's basically your Patty Pink Stinks map coming at you there. 24-hour rainfall, bupkis. Look at that, GFS, Yvonne. You nailed it. You said 1/4 of an inch of rain. Okay, Donnie Lee. Well, not a bad estimate, 66. Thanks for that temperature, because the airport doesn't have it. Charlotte flight will be leaving Charlotte at 7:45. Okay. I got to get down to Rockdale. See you guys. But there you go. This is where all the nasty stuff was, right in here, where Ian is. But Erie got bupkis. We were talking about that last night. Don't think the rain's going to get to Erie, but maybe GFS Yvonne, you got some. So there goes the mess. Here comes the Canadian high, circulating the Canadian air. There's the monsoon out in Arizona. There's more mess. I was talking, Doc, are you with us still? I was talking to our friend Sherry Meter up in Crystal River. She got like 7 inches of rain today in Florida. And that's incredible. Did you get any rain like that, Doc, today? All right, enjoy what sleep you get, Propers. I just thought of that. Any of you guys out there, GFS or Ian, is there's some kind of tremendous tropical system just hitting this part of Florida on the West Coast? Talk to me, Doc. Drier air working down from Canada. Tropics for a second. More stuff coming off the coast of Africa. So there must have been something going on right in here. This area of Florida, right in here. What did you get, Doc? Terry J., good to have you here. It was like what they're getting in New Jersey. It was these heavy, heavy rains. I got to check this. Sorry, guys, but I got to do one more here. So you go from the tornado in Trenton to, I got to do a loop down here because she had there's a bunch. There's a cluster. She's up here. She's right in here. So if I do 8 hours, see what's going on here. Is it like a very isolated? It must be. It must be some little freak isolated. I gotta go back more. Let's go 12. Yeah, oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Those people got plastered. The Villages, Ocala, Crystal River. There it is. They just got juiced like a tropical system, like Ida. Oh my goodness. Isn't that crazy? I mean, look at that. Yeah, she sent me a picture of her weather station, and the rain gauge was like, let me do 24 hours here. So this is, last night, middle of the night. Yeah, she's right in this area. So 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, it just starts in, and it comes in waves. Look at that. Look at the lightning here at lunchtime. There's waves of thunderstorms coming across. Oh, look, it's like a hurricane. What in the world? Yeah, probably a trough of low pressure or something. Did Doc go to sleep? Yeah, I mean, take a look at this. She's right in that area. This is um, this is her weather station. Look at that. 7 5/100 inch of rain. Unbelievable. .05. And there it is. So just uh, went down a rabbit hole for that one. High temperatures. uh, Erie, none. No temperatures. Look at this. Oak City. How's Vince? Haven't heard from him in a while. 98. Joshua J, 95. Mullins, 90. Jax, 75. Haven't heard from Beth for a while. Mike Chicago, 76. Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks, Minneapolis, 78. Good night, Linda Loop. Good to see you. That looks like a nice weather station, Julia. Patty, if you are here, your pink stinks map. Erie, there's your blankety blanks, 7-day general. Erie, PA. Look at this. Is this real? Like 70? Is their thermometer all right? It seems a little off. They should be like Erie. Just don't put anything down. Resolute Bay has gotten back down to freezing. Winter is coming. Here's your cool Canadian air right here. Let's do a little maps, little forecast. So there's the big mess out there. Say goodbye, thankfully, to Ida. And look at all the blue streamers. High pressure, sinking air, sunshine, cool, refreshing. And then it goes to the east, and then you got red streamers for Saturday. Another system that's going to try to shoot a few showers in here Saturday night, Sunday morning. There you go. Comedian number one. We got comedian number one, maybe comedian number two. Shirley, you still with us? Again, blue streamers, blue pollywogs, blue tadpoles all over the place. Big old high. Look at that. Sitting on top of us at 5:20 on Friday and sliding to the south. And then a few magentas for 7-day and then the reds. Thanks, Ian, for that. Yet another tornado warning in Massachusetts. So, starlit, breezy, cooler tonight. Low 60s in Erie. Thanks for that temp, Corn Man. Or Donnie Lee. Whichever one of you farmers sent me the temp. I think it was Donnie Lee. But you guys, we appreciate you. Because we don't have a temperature observation from Erie Airport. 60s, 50s tonight, low 70s tomorrow, good deal of sunshine, very nice weather. Penn State gives me an observation. Good. It's 63 right now at Penn State Barron. So, we're reaching lows here. Night, Les, good to see you. So that's today. Beautiful, kind of like fall day. Here's your 7-day. Labor Day is misplaced. I know. I'm sorry. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't go back over there. Come on. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it just drives me bonkers. Get on the right day. Thank you. There you go, kids. Chance of showers each day, Sunday and Labor Day and Tuesday and Wednesday, but no washouts. These aren't big amounts of rain. So there will be some rain-free weather, which means that it's tolerable. Do the best we can, right? Gremlins, you got it. Good night, Julianne. Good to have you here. Anyway. All right. Well, thanks everybody. It's a good show. A lot of interesting weather. A lot of dangerous weather. Check one more time up into the Northeast here. Even though we're in Florida. Just want to see if we got the old Beantown. Ian, you were saying a small tornado warning in Massachusetts. I don't know, maybe it expired. Oh, there. Oh, look, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's in Hyannisport. Look at that. Out by the Cape. There is a tornado warning on Cape Cod. Oh my goodness. Yarmouth, Hyannis. There is a tornado warning on Cape Cod right now. Now I've seen it all. Take care, Ian. Yeah, can you imagine that? 2:20 in the morning, and you're vacationing in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, on your little beach house or motel or whatever, and there's a tornado warning. All right, thanks, Ian. Thanks for confirming that. Look at that, April G. You met good timing on your vacation. Started out as a water spout, hit land, and fizzled. Unbelievable. Tornado warning until 2:45. Okay. All right, kids. Got to wind it down. Mr. Flint will be coming in. He's doing the duties for Mr. DeVecchio this morning, so be seeing him soon. Thanks all for joining. We're going to send you out with Kristen. And wow, that's amazing. All right. Take care of yourselves and each other. Make the most of the weather. It's going to be pretty nice next few days. So get out and enjoy it. And God willing, the creek don't rise. We shall see you again in less than 24 hours, Thursday night into Friday morning. Thank you, Karen Marie. You have a restful sleep too. All righty. All right. See you later. Adios. I'll be the same. Goodbye for now.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and